They've been hot on the social media platforms and where I'm going with it. I'm going Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford supposedly are going to be in negotiations right now, and they're talking about a fight. It's up and down. People saying it's falling through. Some people said that it's going to happen. But the rundown, we're going to give our rundown what we think if that fight did happen or should that fight happen. And so I just want to know what Uncle Money's opinion is about that fight.
Well, I think if they fight, first of all, the fight's going to do big numbers. Terence Crawford is becoming a big name. Canelo, there's no self-explanation. You know who Canelo is. You know what Canelo's about. Canelo is one of the biggest names in boxing right now and will go down as all time. And Terence Crawford, I'm not going to say he's up and coming because Terence Crawford is that dude, but he's really getting his name out there. So I just want to point out my earphones is dying, guys, by the way. But
Okay.
these are two big names in boxing and also big household names. Even though the UFC does not know the difference between Terence Crawford and Kendrick Lamar. We didn't forget about that, Dana White. I didn't forget about that. But with that being said, if this fight happens, because Turkey can make it happen, the guy that everyone likes to meet ride, if this fight, dang, my earphones is dying. If this fight happens, I do see Canelo stopping Terence Crawford. I see it happening, man. Listen, Terence Crawford, hey, he beat Israel, but Israel gave him some problems. We saw that. Israel gave him some problems. It was a close fight. Terence Crawford did enough to win, but Canelo is a different animal. You moving up weight, whatever weight y'all gonna do it at, but the weight difference that's gonna be a factor. Canelo, he is a volume puncher. He does press forward. He has power, not like straight knockout power, but it builds up power. Canelo is it's a different animal. We know he's scared of Benavidez. We know that. But as far as Crawford, it could be enough for Crawford, man. Fighting Canelo, that's a dangerous fight, man. But I got Canelo by stoppage, by 8th round stoppage. How do you feel, AP?
Well, I'm thinking like this. First, I want to get into is that Canelo Crawford said that he's just fighting this for his legacy fight. He already got some money, all this other stuff, but we already know Canelo's payday. That's the only reason why this fight's happening. I know Saudi's throwing money, but Saudi does want to profit from this fight, and Canelo brings the numbers. Just for the people to understand that Canelo is a bigger name than Bud, so there's not going to be a catch weight. That's what that was thrown up there. Canelo's not doing a catch weight. He built muscle to get to 168. He's not going to lose that muscle to fight Bud Crawford. It's just not going to happen because that is Canelo's the A side. That's no doubt about it. He's the A side. He consistently does numbers, consistently has a following. He's the guy. He has a better resume. He got more accolades. It's just what it is. Bud's a 3-time or 2-time undisputed, but Canelo moved up so many weight classes, fight so many big names. It's just what it is. We know we're missing David Benavidez because he's scared of him, but at the end of the day, Bud needs to understand that if this fight does happen, he cannot be a diva because Canelo is the man in boxing. It's just what it is. Just like when Floyd was the man, Canelo had to concede. When Oscar was the man, Floyd had to concede. This is a trend. Just what it is.
Yeah.
And you moving up to his weight class. So you want to fight him. He didn't actually fight you. He didn't care about fighting you. But you wanted to fight him, so why would he do a catch weight to fight you? It doesn't even make sense. He didn't do a catch weight with Jamel Charlo, so it's just what it was. But there's a lot of Bud fans that think Bud is like a Floyd Mayweather. It doesn't make sense because Bud is not a defensive minded like Floyd. Floyd statistically got hit less. He's a defensive. The older Floyd was a Money Mayweather was a defensive mastermind. Even Pretty Boy was defensive during that time.
Yeah,
but
he was more offensive.
Yeah, but Terrence is not. He doesn't move like Floyd. It doesn't. They don't even fight the same. They're two different styles. He's not going to hit and not get hit. He's not as slick as Floyd. He's not as quick as Floyd. And Terrence has been dropped before by smaller opponents. And Canelo, he is. They try to make it. They always want to make it like the smaller fighter. They can't. Even they're just. Crawford's taller than Canelo, but Canelo's wider. Pause. So they try to make it look like Canelo don't have IQ. Just because Crawford is a lot moving up on weight class. Canelo has IQ. He beat all these
Who
bigger
said
fighters.
Canelo ain't got IQ?
No, they're trying to make it on social media. They're trying to make it like Crawford has a higher IQ than Canelo. Canelo fought better people, and he moved up in weight class to beat these bigger guys.
Very much a good boxing IQ.
Yeah,
Whoever's saying that is smoking crack.
Exactly. So this is IQ versus IQ, but also Canelo got the power advantage. He took bigger punches. He is just what it is. So It's weight
At
classes
the end
for
of
a
the
reason.
day, a good big man is going to be the good little man. This is that simple.
Mhm. So I think
Man,
Canelo's gonna knock him out.
you mentioned like Canelo has moved up to light heavyweight, and he stopped Kovalev. Whether we're gonna debate if he was in his prime, out his that don't matter. The point is, this is a guy that fought Floyd at 154, moved up to 175, stopped Kovalev. Come on now, this and we supposed to think that he couldn't do that to Bud. I know what Bud can do, man, but that is weight classes for a reason. And Canelo, he has the power advantage. He has the power advantage,
You
man.
got the chin
And
advantage,
Canelo has a chin. You're not going to hurt Canelo.
especially you couldn't hurt Mathemod. You can
Yeah,
even do
yeah,
that, and you can then walk him down. But you think you gonna
yeah. You
just
can walk
walk down
in,
Canelo?
and Canelo would beat the hell out of Israel, in my opinion.
Well, I know we don't compare fights by fights, but we have to be realistic. I understand, Bud, you have a lot of people in your weight class. So we want to see if you can actually beat them right now.
Yeah,
Can you beat the Charlo that's actually that coming back? Can you beat the Figueroas, the people that's in 154? Can you beat people in 160? We don't even know any of that. Why don't you fight David Benavidez at 168? See if you can take that. Can you beat Caleb Plant? Can you beat Dimitri Andre at 168?
yeah,
Can you beat Jaime Moguia? We don't know. Can you take a 168 pounder? Because you struggled
yeah,
at a 154 pounder. So it's
yeah.
like, I
Because
don't know.
154, I was just like, whoa, you pushing it, but 160, 168.
And it's nothing knock about it's no knock on Floyd on Bud, because that's like saying, for instance, in a way, if he goes to fight
Yeah,
Tank,
yeah,
like
Tank could crush him.
because Tank, not saying Indaway don't have skills, it's just
Yeah,
that Tank is a bigger guy than him. Indaway's coming from like 115.
yeah,
It's just what it was.
exactly. In a way, is a top 3 pound for pound, but we know if he move up and fight Tank, Tank's gonna stop him. It's not a knock on him. It's just, hey, there's weight classes for a reason. Heavyweight is different because heavyweight is heavyweight, but this ain't heavyweight. Don't use the Usyk and Fury argument because then that's heavyweight. Heavyweight is everything. It don't matter. But in these other classes, there's a reason why there's weight classes separate. There's a reason heavyweight is just unlimited. There's a reason it's to infinity and beyond. You can be 500 pounds. It doesn't matter. It's heavyweight. But when it comes to you being under 200 pounds, oh, that matters.
Yeah, and it's known fact that like you go to welterweight, middleweights, maybe even like welterweight, middleweights, around those areas, they have a lot of their skill set is unique because they're
Yeah,
fast and they're actually skilled. When you go to a
yeah,
heavyweight, their skill set is not as good, but
yeah.
they're at least nowadays, because those super heavyweights are not as good as
Right.
the old heavyweights. The super heavyweights are usually, you see they get tired in the fourth round, fifth round, they just be
Right.
slugging. They're not the same. But if you that's why Alexander Usyk is having a good time, because he was in cruiserweight and he used to moving around, catching weight. He can slip those punches. Those bigger heavyweights are not used to that. That's why Joseph Parker beat Deontay Wilder. He was slipping punches. Smaller guys use that, but when you go to Canelo, used to be a small guy too, so he's used to the being faster than people, used to using the ring IQ, used to dealing with skills and stuff like that. He fought not Manny Pacquiao. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He fought all these other people, Daniel Jacobs. He fought all these people that got him to where he's at. You can't. It's just what it is. He fought legends, and he fought, like, you look at the resume, there's no comparison. He experience level. Canelo got some more experience than Crawford, because Crawford been being a diva sometimes and didn't want to move here and making bad business decisions. But Crawford is skilled, but he's not a swim and not get wet kind of boxer. I
Right.
don't never see him be as slick. He got dropped by Mean Machine. Like, he's not that. He's and if you trying to exchange punches like he did with Earl Spence, it's not going to work, because Canelo got a chin. He's not going to. You can punch Canelo and he'll punch you back, and
That
you see
boy
who got the.
Mexican, man. You can't knock them. You can't knock them dudes out, man.
Because
And they got chin, man.
Floyd beat Canelo because he used a ring, he used his IQ, he
Floyd
used.
did everything perfect that night.
Yeah, it's
Floyd
just
did
what it was.
everything you can think right. Floyd did. I was drunk watching that fight too. I was drunk as hell watching that fight.
That was a
But
masterclass.
oh
Yeah.
man, I remember that like yesterday. Man, I was drunk as hell. That was textbook perfect.
And that's Floyd, and that's his skill set. Floyd got the quickness, the ring IQ, everything. And Canelo, and the thing is too, Canelo and Terence are older now. They're like Canelo's like 36, and Terence is
No,
30.
Canelo ain't that. No, they're not that old.
No,
Canelo was born in 1990, so he's 2 years older than me.
Canelo's
And he just been fighting so damn long.
he's 34, and Bud's like
Yeah,
36.
it was like Canelo
So
only a couple years older than me. Say he's 36.
I'm 36, so it is what it is.
That nigga that old, man. He just seem like he old because he been fighting for so damn long.
But I'm saying though, he's 34, Bud is 36. They got age on them, and Canelo been in more wars, but the thing is that they got age on them. And when Floyd beat him, Floyd was old and Canelo was young, and that was
Yeah.
prime for Canelo. Like he was young guy, moving around, could take punches. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't look at.
don't say prime guy. All the critics. Oh no, Canelo was too young. He was too young.
Look,
Even though he had the same amount of professional fights as Floyd, but that doesn't matter though. Apparently, because apparently a 36-year-old is supposed to destroy a 22-year-old young gun with the same amount of experience. But whatever, man. We don't know what we're talking about. This is the Rundown Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
because almost every champion right now has beat an older guy. Floyd, Tyson, Devin Haney, all of them was champions in their 20s, beating older guys.
But somehow
But
Canelo was too young. Somehow he was just too.
Ali,
This time he was just too. He was too young. Oh, and don't forget when he beat Pacquiao. Pacquiao was out of his prime, even though Floyd's older than Pacquiao.
it is
But whatever.
But all I'm saying is that this might be a one-sided ass whipping from Canelo, and this has nothing to do. It's just I don't know if Bud could take that power, and I just think it could be a one-sided ass whipping. I can reevaluate the film when it gets close. If the fight does happen, I'm not going to go in deep dive. This off the top opinion.
Also heard this is a while ago. Canelo in Turkey. Canelo was going off on Turkey. He wasn't rocking with him. I heard that. It was a while ago.
200 million changed your mind after 200 million. Look.
If Turkey says, "Hey, I want a BJ from all y'all, 200 million," a lot of them boxers they gonna get that BJ. No Diddy. Why am I talking about this? All right, next.
But yeah, I was my opinion. Like Canelo will win.
No.
Nothing, but it's just weight class. You have a lot of people in your weight class that you could fight right now. So we believe you're good. I think you might need another performance so we can know if you're actually, because it looks like you just want a payday, and after you lose, you're gonna retire.
Yeah.